unemployed for a living. The inspiring true stories of the rich and jobless. And Mark Kaye from the WAPE is here this morning. I know if we can pan out to see what he's got here to his left. I mean, can you see this crazy thing?
Too.
Or he can hold it up. I haven't seen one of these since I lived out in Lubbock, Texas.
Yeah, you know exactly what this is. It's a tumbleweed.
Okay, and all right. Tell me how people are making a living from tumbleweeds.
Well, this is one of my favorite stories. There's a woman in Kansas named Linda Katz, and she's the owner of Prairie Tumbleweed Farm. She started a website. Basically, she wanted to share pictures with her family and reconnect with people all over the country. And as she took a web course, well, one of the assignments was to create an e-commerce website, a shop online. So she wasn't really interested. She just decided to come up with this fantasy business called Prairie Tumbleweed Farm. She sold a small, medium, and large tumbleweeds. This is a small one, by the way. And she just put it up on the web, turned in her assignment, and went home. Well, 2 days later, she got an order from somebody somewhere that found her on the internet. So, being a good entrepreneur, she filled it. 2 days later, she got another order, then another order. Now, 15 years later, she makes over $50,000 a year selling tumbleweeds.
Oh my!
Walks right outside, picks them up, puts them in the box, UPS comes and sends them away.
Yeah, because I asked him, you know, where'd you get that? He's like, well, I'm going to tell you. How much was that small one there?
This one was 20, 25 for medium, and I think the large ones are up to 30, but she ships all over the world. Her website is now in Japanese because she gets a lot of orders from Japan. Apparently lots of Wild West enthusiasts in Japan, and they get their tumbleweeds exclusively from Linda Katz.
And that makes sense if you want to have a party with a Western theme, or maybe, I don't know, Hollywood comes calling and needs a couple of extra tumbleweeds.
She's sold to Johnny Depp and Miramax and NASA and Ralph Lauren and everybody. And again, strictly by accident. She just put up a website, the money started coming in. It's that easy. Okay,
so random. And as you allude to here, I mean, a lot of people are making extra money by doing things on the internet.
The internet is the key to making extra money. Everybody has computers and internet access, and if you do, you can get a free website, you can get a free gateway for e-commerce, you can take credit cards instantly without even having to pay, or you could sell your web space. One guy that I'm fascinated with is a guy named Alex too. You may have heard of this $1 Million web page. He was a business student in Great Britain. He needed money for business school, so he decided he was going to sell the little dots that make up your computer screen. Here it is. It's the $1 Million homepage. And what he did was he sold each little pixel, each little dot for $1. Think about it. You want $1 million, you sell 1 million things for $1. Well, he sold out in 5 months after starting, got his $1 million, and became a millionaire before he even started business school. Now, he travels the world showing other people how to take their ideas and put them online. Look at this. Some of this you can't even see, but each one is a link to another website, and the publicity he got drove more and more people to the website. He made more and more sales. Imagine, this cost him nothing. It's a website. It's dots on a screen. Sold them for $1 each.
Can you? That's unbelievable. Why'd you bring your well-worn shoes here today?
Well, these are clogging shoes. They're not really, but I didn't have clogging shoes. A good friend of mine, Nate Moeller, has a website called Clog On. He's a clogging enthusiast, and this is to show you that your hobby can actually become your profession, or at least make you enough money to support yourself on the side. Nate loves clogging, but there's very few people that do like clogging in his neighborhood. So he went worldwide with clogon.com. Now he is the #1 purveyor of clogging shoes around the world. Michael Flatley wannabes get their clogging shoes from Nate Moeller. There's also clogging videos, clogging costumes. And think about it, if you open a clogging store in Jacksonville, you'd go broke in a week.
Sure.
But if you put it on the internet, there's 1.5 billion people and at least 100,000 cloggers. If you sell 100,000 pairs of clogging shoes every year, you're doing pretty well.
Sure. Then there's books that people put together, and you've got one here. Basically, what is it? Just giving you tips on how to do things?
This is a guy, a good friend of mine, Alex Carroll, who's been on my show. He was a courier, and he got a lot of speeding tickets, as you imagine couriers do. He's driving fast, trying to get the boxes here and there. Well, he got 12 speeding tickets in about 6 months, and he was about to lose his license, and his insurance was going to skyrocket. So he fought his way out of 10 of them. Well, that's pretty good information. A lot of people want to know how to get out of speeding tickets. So he wrote this book. It sells for $11, and now he sits at home, does radio interviews all day, pumps his website. He's sold 500,000 copies of this book from home at $11 each. You do the math. So if you have a skill, it could be anything. It can mean money for you just from the comfort of your own home.
So keep in mind, if there's something that you're particularly interested in, you can take that energy of that passion and turn it into a money-making business. Sounds like a fabulous idea. Mark, thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
Nice to see you, buddy.